If you don't have subscribed my channel, click on subscribe button below the video and also click on the bell button to get all notifications of new videos. Hey friends, we are watching Tips and Tricks Adda and this is Zubair, and this is the third part of KBC game effect, and in this video I am going to tell you how to totally organize all the things to make the perfect game in PPT. So in previous videos I have told you how to make this first page of KBC game, and also I have told that how to make this timing effect. So in this video we will combine all that first page and this timing effect, and we will use other effects and we will organize them and make them to look like a game. So to do that, firstly we have to open a new PowerPoint file by Control N, and now here come to layout and make it blank. And now firstly put here the first page which we have animated in the previous video, and now we have to add a new slide here by Control Shift M. And in this first page, firstly come here to this button and right click, and here edit link, and here hyperlink to slides, and here use second slide and make it okay. And now in the second slide we have to change the background of this slide. Come to format background, and here in the solid fill there are more color options, and here the custom colors. Here make the red to 0, green to 24, and blue to 136, and click on OK. And now this was the perfect color that we are going to use in this PowerPoint game. So now the background was totally fit and fine. Now we're going to make the outer structure for the question and their options. So to make that, here are the tools, and I'm going to use this flowchart terminator tool, and here I'm going to make it at this position and make it something smaller. And now make the shape fill. Here use eyedropper and use this background color, and once again select this, and here shape outline to white. And now we have to make the option box. So for that, once again we will come here, and here was this option, the flowchart preparation, which was just next to the previous one which we have used here for question. And now here we are using that for the options. Now here I'm going to duplicate it, and now these two are made. Now we are going to select these both and duplicate them, and now make them just below to them. And now you can put it to the some places that you are thinking that was a very right. And now firstly select this question box which is ready as its border and background. So we will use here the format painter. Click on the format painter and then click on this box. Once again format painter and this box once again, and make all these boxes, option boxes, to same. And now here we will use the line and make the line by holding shift, and now select all these lines, and we have to make the same border for these lines as we have done here. And now here the shape outline to the white, and you can also change the weight of them. I'm increasing their weight to the 1 fit. And now we have to put here the timing effect which we have made in the previous video. And now this was my timing clock, and now I'm putting it at the middle center. And now firstly write all the questions and their options. So for that, come here to insert and the text box, and don't write in the box, write outside the box and then put it in the box. So here I'm going to write, and I'm making it bigger so that it will fit in this box. And you can also change the font of them and try to use a good font that will look like good. and also use the same font in this question and their options. And the same as this question, we have to write their options. Now make this box to the that it will cover the whole background box, and make all these text with white. And now we have to make that green and red boxes. So to make that, select this background box and duplicate it and put firstly it here. And now don't do anything in the shape outline, change the shape fill to the red and send it back. Select this box which we have made firstly and send this one to back. And now I will tell you that this the question who has given the principle of uncertainty. That answer of this question was the Heisenberg. Actually, the name of the principle was the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. That was on his name. So the answer was Heisenberg. So on the Heisenberg, we are not going to put this red box. In place of red box, we are going making it green and then put it on this one and do the same process. And now firstly, to make the animation easily, we are going to we are making it at this corner so that it was being easy for you to select these boxes when we are going to add animation on these. Now we have to make a box. In my PowerPoint, I've made a cloud. For that, it will show the retry option and also show that the game was over after the 20 seconds was completed. So I am going to use here the tools, and here was a cloud tool in the basic shapes. You have to select it and now make it, and you can make it by your own process as you what type do you want. And after making it add, as the blue is not appearing very good or not clearly appearing, so select this and make the shape fill to white, and also the shape border and to white. Now come to format, and here the shape effects, and here the bevel. Use this round, and you can see it is looking something better than a white bubble. So now place it here, and firstly I'm going to write the try again, as it will appear after the game will over. So write here game over and select it, and I am making it with red and make it something bigger, or you can write here the try again or the game over. I'm going to use the Albertus and making it smaller, and it is game over. And now to make the retry button, you have to take here this round corner rectangle, and by holding shift or without shift, make this type of box there, and then make the shape fill to no fill and make the outline to black. And in the insert, take the text box and write in the box, and I am making the color of it with the black and something bigger so that it will appear. And now I'm going to place it here. And now there are two more components of this game which I have made. So that are the this red box. Here select this red box and duplicate it and put it here. Also select the 20 seconds and duplicate it and also put it here. And now I'm going to animate this game. So firstly going to animation and click on animation pane. As in the starting, the effects of this clock is already here, and coming at selecting these which we have duplicated, select these and click on the appear from this box, so that the previous animation which you have applied on that, as we have duplicated it, animations are also duplicated. So don't thing to remove that, we have to add an appear animation. And as here these are two, we will after some time put it at the places, and at the starting this two will not appear, and these four boxes will also not appear. So select these, and in add animation disappear, and then make them at the top and with previous. And now as when this slide will appear, the question will also appear and their options. So here select these question and their option, and here add animation fade, and also put these to the starting and make them with previous. And now the starting was completed, and now firstly slide down, and here when this the 20-second will appear means the timing will over to answer the question. Then this cloud that came over and retry, both these will appear. So add animation on that was appear, and make them just below to the 20, and make them with previous so that it will be here. And now adding animation on these green and red boxes. So when we click on this green box, so this will appear. So add an animation on this that was appear, and here right click on it, and here the effect option, the timing, and here trigger, and there was a trigger, and you have to trigger it on the second option that was the Heisenberg, and then click OK. Now when this Heisenberg will appear, firstly make this with previous. When this will appear, the timing should be stop. Okay, so we can't stop that time as it was not a software. So we'll paste or appear another red box and 20 option. That means that these two will appear. So in the starting we have added the animation, and here was these two appear animation, so we have to select them and now drag down to that Heisenberg, and now select these three and make them with previous. And now adding the animation on this box that was Einstein. So when we click on that, this will appear, and also the green one will appear. So we have to select both these, and then come to add animation and appear, and then right click on both and effect option, and the timing effect, and trigger them to the Einstein D option, and then click OK, and also make them with previous. And now like this Einstein, you have to also add on the first and second option. So I'm going to select these and appear, and then adding trigger. And now the last one remaining, that was C. I'm selecting the C and this Heisenberg, that was the right answer, and add animation appear, and then also trigger this on the C option, that was a max Planck, and click OK, and also make this with previous. And now everything is ready, but only one thing is not ready, that was when we click on retry, what will happen. So we will firstly add a disappear option on these both cloud and retry, and here adding animation disappear. And once again I'm going to trigger both these animation, coming to effect option, and here the timing trigger on the retry again box, and there was this rectangle round corner, the name of the try again box, making them with previous. And now as we click on the retry, this will hide, and also these boxes will hide. So select these and make them to disappear, adding here disappear, and then drag them down and also make them with previous. And now select this full clock and duplicate it and drag it to here and right click on it and send to back. Now as here was another animation that was of this clock, so select this whole, and here the computer has also selected the animation of them, and now drag down to the trigger, and we don't have to make any changes in this as the animation has already added on this. And also here this two will also disappear, and once again adding animation on this disappear and slide down the animation and making them with previous. And now selecting all these components of this clock and add animation to disappear. And now drag down all this disappear animations at here and make them with previous. And now the last thing, that was adding a appear animation on this game over and retry again, and then sliding it to the last after the 20 seconds of this trigger option. So now it was ready by the animations, and firstly we have to put all the things at their places, and placing this duplicate clock perfectly on this first clock so that it will not look, and it was perfectly here. And now putting this and also putting this, and there was another hyperlink that I have used in my PowerPoint here for the next question. That was a rectangle, you can make it, and the outline was no, and the shape fill was yellow. Select making it black or blue, what you want, and making it more bigger, and also underline it. And now placing this game over to the middle and right click on it and bring it to front. And you, as it was a game and it must have more questions, you can here duplicate this slide and here come and change only the question and their options. And after 2-3 questions, on the last question you can change this next question to the end and make it more smaller. And firstly in this one, right click, and here was the hyperlink, and place in a document, and here was the third slide, means that next slide, and click OK. And in this one, for using hyperlink you have to make another slide, and now add here the hyperlink to the fourth slide. And now at last you have to write a thank you or anything. So in my PowerPoint I've used ice effect. For that, firstly we have to make the background black, and here in the text box, control A, making it bigger to white, and selecting it and changing the font to the infected and making it more bigger. And now firstly select this, come to format, and here the text outline, make it blue. And now you can see that it was looking like that eyes. Now it is completed, and as I've used in the music in my PowerPoint, you can slide down to description, and there was a download link. You can download all the musics, and also you can download the full PowerPoint for the game. And I will request you, the person who are watching this and are going to download and are thinking that this was a good effect, so please subscribe my channel, like my videos, and also share to your other friends. And also comment if you have any problem, as it was a much bigger concept. So at last I'm going to play this. And now you have to click on the play button, and now the time starts. 1, 2. And if until 20 if we don't click on any option, then it will show that this game over and retry again. When we click on retry, the clock again starts, and when we click on Heisenberg, the time gets over. And here was the next question, and there was last end, and this was the icing effect. So I will request you, please subscribe my channel, like my videos, and share. Please share to your friends and other relatives who are using MS PowerPoint and thinking to make some effects and want some good and nice effects. So that's all for today. So thank you, friends.